Welcome to the Penny Bloom Podcast. Ain't another place that has got more bombast. Romp past your mom, dads, listening to Tomcats, talking everything that make you sad. We don't want that. We're here to make you smile. Put your mind at ease. Peace, love, and bloom, and always praise Keanu Reeves. This what we about. This some weeding now. We'll talk until we can't no more, and then we peacing out. All right, let's go. Penny Bloom Podcast. It's the Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast. It's the Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome in to the 115th episode of the Penny Bloom Podcast.
I was saying you didn't talk, Joseph. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh yeah, he didn't.
Normally you're talking during the, at the beginning of the intro.
Ready. I'm ready. Take two. This is the Penny Bloom Podcast. I was Colton Robertson, and this is the Bad Batch, bitches. We're going to spend a little less time on the Bad Batch this week. It wasn't an incredibly intense episode, one that's going to be nice and easy to talk about, not take too long. Then we're going to do a Star Wars draft. And I can't wait to get to that. I am joined by Joseph George. What's up, homie?
What up? Thanks for having me out here. Love to have a platform to speak my mind on, even though sometimes it's not a good thing for Joe to have a platform.
Every once in a while, it is very, very much so not. But I'm out here taking the risk. I'm also joined by Miles Buttress. What's up, homie?
Hey, man. Just happy to be here every single week.
And
twice a week.
You don't miss.
I don't.
He don't miss.
I don't.
Yeah, we're coming on several consecutive weeks here with Miles Buttress, and honestly, he might be on the longest run of consecutive.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Besides me.
I think you win, Colton. Yeah.
Obviously you win.
115 episodes in a row.
Hey, wait, never mind. Your trip got canceled. I was gonna say, just wait next week.
Nope.
You're done for.
I'm here now.
I'm on.
You might have taken over the crown there. Even the original co-host.
I want to say the last episode that I missed was a Mandalorian episode.
Damn.
Or it was a Mandalorian or a Mandalorian season 2. It was one of those episodes.
Yeah. And
I have not missed since then.
We're at 10 months now that we've been doing this. 10 months.
God, I've wasted 10 months of my life.
Nice long time. But let's talk Common Ground, written by, I had it earlier. I lost it. Where is it? The Bad Batch, Episode 10, Common Ground, written by Gerson Ransandu.
There it is.
That's what I was thinking. Gerson Ransandu.
That's what I was thinking
also
too.
Also a writer of some Game of Thrones episodes.
I was tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
Tip of my tongue.
But it was a good one. It was a nice laid back one. Overall, I'm into it. It was nice to get a week off kind of this parading intense holy shit. Is Hunter gonna die? Is Omega gonna get taken back to Camino? Nah, let's just chill for a moment. Let's actually end this entire storyline, which I did not expect to be ended.
What's his name? Big dude's name? I always forget his name.
Wrecker.
Is Wrecker gonna, kill Omega?
Yeah, we're done with that sort of stuff as of now. We're all back on the same page. We're out of debt from Sid. We're chilling.
Also, great to get a break with everything going on in Loki too.
Oh yeah.
We're deep in that.
We needed
a rest.
That's true. Things that have been coming out have been on lately.
Yeah, we've been on a roll here these last 2 weeks.
This was a nice Friday morning. I woke up, just when my body woke up, no rush, nothing. Turn on Disney Plus, first thing I do. I watch the episode and I'm just
and there might not have been a better episode for this.
Exactly. It was the perfect vibe for
let me say, Raxus, lovely planet. Very, very pretty planet. I love that. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the voice of the Senator Avi Singh was also in Game of Thrones. He was the King of Dorne, the Prince of Dorne, who was in the wheelchair.
Oh,
And,
I thought that was breast milk guy.
No, that was
Breast milk
Robert
guy.
of the Vale or something like that.
Oh, you're saying the Prince of the Vale. Yeah,
Duran
that's
Martell.
what I was like.
He was a Martell.
Breast milk guy. Who the fuck breast milk guy? But yeah.
But yeah, so I like another Game of Thrones Star Wars connection here in an episode with a Game of Thrones writer. I liked that a lot. But
really goes to show you it's not the individual writer's fault. It's what's their name's fault.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
D&D.
Huh?
Benioff and Weiss.
Yeah, it's their fault.
Yeah. Fuck them. Forget them. If we're getting down to it, it's George R.R. Martin's fault. For, not
starting it in the first place.
Not
man.
even getting the books finished.
No, it's still their fault. We all knew that book was never coming out. They should have known too. They should have been making plans from the very beginning to come up with an ending.
Dude, I mean, don't get me wrong. They probably should have. But they started this in 2009 filming. Like, he had 5 books and one had just came out a couple years earlier. Like, he was going to have another one soon, and then he did. And then it was like, okay, we're going to finish this shit. And then he just never did.
Asshole.
Yeah.
Asshole. and then I think he's basing what he's going to write off of the reaction to the show.
Which, actually, thinking about it, it's a good way to do it for him. Because then he changes the ending. People aren't going to be as mad at him. They're going to be mad at Benioff and Weiss or whatever his name is. Or whatever their names are.
Yeah, you got it right. But
okay, yeah. Yeah, they're going to be pissed at them, and he's just going to be like, sorry, guys, like, I tried to tell him what the ending was going to be.
But all this to say, that's why nobody should be mad at Gerstmann Sandu.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
They wrote a killer episode.
This somehow relates back to the Bad Batch, right?
Yeah, it did.
I'm really happy that I got us so off topic with a little joke shitting on Game of Thrones.
But
I'm proud of myself.
I loved this episode actually, and seeing the title Common Ground, Echo being so hesitant, along with the rest of them, but Echo more in particular being hesitant to work with a separatist to save a separatist, and then them showing like, hey, the separatists don't like the Empire either. Like, nobody won here, it's just bad. And I appreciated that. We found, because this was the center of the separatist alliance, Raxus. So Senator Avi Singh, being at the center of it, pretty important person to be like, yeah, fuck the Empire too.
It was interesting because before I started the episode, the description of the episode was the Bad Batch have their morals tested or something along the lines that. And I was like, ooh, like this.
I was ready for that.
Like, this should be cool, like what?
I thought like someone was going to have to kill somebody. Like, it was like
Same.
Someone saw something they weren't supposed to and they have to do it. But then I remembered, oh, this is for kids.
We really were all on the same page there. Like they're like someone's getting offed.
Damn, we really have to just remember
the most laid back episode of the entire season.
Yeah, we got to remember that this is a children's cartoon. It is Star Wars still, and it is meant for adult viewers.
They dropped some pretty dark shit on us. We had Crosshair murdering a bunch of civilians very early on in the show, and they're bound to go back there at some point. We had Wrecker nearly killing a child. We knew he wasn't going to, but it was still nevertheless a part of the story.
This is true.
But I was never worried for a second here. I knew they were going to get this senator out. Shit was going to be okay. And that moment at the end where, the senator's about to board the Marauder and is like, I can't do this. I can't leave my people. And they're like, yo, you got to live to fight another day. And then Echo's the last one to be like, come on. We got to go. And I like that character development from Echo there. The small little bit of character development.
Was that dude really going to stay? Think about it.
Nah, he just wanted to seem like a good leader.
Yeah, bro. He wasn't gonna stay. No chance.
Like, what are you gonna do? Like, I'm gonna walk out these woods and fight the fucking Empire. Like, nah, G, you getting shot.
Yeah, you don't got a lightsaber. You're just a man.
And who knows? Maybe we get like a fancy little storyline with Avi Singh becoming an important part of the Rebel Alliance. Wouldn't that be cool? Separatist turn rebellion. Like, well, if we get those sorts of stories heading down the Bad Batch later on, I think that'd be a really cool little.
Crazy to think that this is like a multi-season show.
Yeah, because it's the Clone Wars sequel series, and
so like, is this a 22 episode season? Is this a 16 episode season? Like,
I think 16.
We're doing a 16 episode season for this one, but I'm assuming they'll probably keep it pretty consistent from here on out. And I can only assume that numbers indicate the Bad Batch is going to get fucking watched for several seasons because I've seen nothing but love for the show.
You think it's like, how much of a gap between season 1 and 2? Or will it just keep going?
The amount of time?
Yeah. Or will it just keep going? Like, will it just, like, every week? Like, no gap.
We'll get breaks. They need to create the seasons.
Oh, I just didn't.
No, I want them pumped out assembly line.
Yeah.
Week to week,
I
want it all
Yeah,
now.
I want to stop.
I want to keep this shit in my life every Friday morning. But no, I'm assuming we'll get, and honestly, a couple years in between seasons, just because animated series, especially seasons of Clone Wars, are just so difficult to craft.
And especially with this long of a season, like if it was like 10 episode seasons, I would agree. I think we might be able to get it like a yearly thing, but with 16 plus episodes, that takes way too long. You got to give them time.
Absolutely, and just it is a really carefully crafted show, and you can see that in the animation and stuff, but who knows? Given this last, a lot of the voice acting in the show was like done in the voice actors' closets because of COVID. Like they couldn't go to recording studios, so they like shipped their lines out to them and were like, "Soundproof your closet. Let's get to it."
Damn.
Which I think is pretty fucking like that's what Ming-Na Wen did for Fennec Shand. She just recorded all her fucking lines in her closet, and she's been in a big part of multiple episodes. So I think. Maybe we can expect an accelerated production process given the end of all that.
I never think about that while watching an animated show. Like, if they're real humans just saying, like
a microphone.
Yeah, just saying these lines. Like, it's such a weird disconnect. Or like sometimes those people saying like actually look like the character I'm looking at. Like, oftentimes they do look. It's just weird to think
every
about.
once in a while for sure, especially like Jedi Fallen Order. Like with Cal Kestis, like that's that actor.
That's a real dude. Yeah, that's a real dude.
Completely video game animated in front of me, but that's him.
That's weird, man.
But
they hired an actor for a video game, bro.
Yeah.
What?
Bro,
God, Star Wars is so cool.
Star Wars is fucking fantastic, and I don't know. I don't have a ton more to say about this episode, really. I like the way that. Their morals were tested, and ultimately they were like, fuck the Empire. Like, we got to get this money, and the Empire sucks, so.
Well, I think
really just getting that bag, bro.
I think they ultimately realized, like, man, like, this is, yeah, we hate the Separatists, and we fought for the Separatists for so long, but this is no longer a Republic versus Separatist war. This is an us versus Empire war, and now the Empire are the bad guys, so we're enemy of my enemy is my friend type thing, and it took them a bit to realize it, but it did.
And then on top of it all, when they're like, "Fuck, we got to go get a Separatist senator. This is bullshit." They get out of the fucking Marauder, and then it's on top of all of it, a droid is the client that they're working for. Like it's like we're freeing a Separatist senator. And the client is a droid. They're like, this is bullshit. Are you kidding? Ultimately, this is a really fun little snatch and grab, though. The way they break them out of there, and I was like, the way the Empire implemented martial law at the beginning, like the way they were like, all right, y'all won't succumb. Bring in the tanks, basically, and like this is some relatively real imagery. We've seen tanks rolling at masses of people and throughout history, you know, like who were protesting something. And it's interesting to think, though, that I've just now made this connection that these are like that equal in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
These things on the giant legs, which is so much more of a good design in terms of height advantage. Like you're really up there. You know what I'm saying?
The height advantage, it is pretty strong, but a big weakness is they're semi easy to tip over. Kinda. You take out one leg, it's done, man. Dunzo.
That you do provide the better base with the rolling.
But like if it could just be stationary and just pew 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 pew, like you're done. Like if you're a house versus a tank,
that was a really good Star Wars blaster sound.
Thank you.
Was a good sound.
A little AT-AT impression in there, you know. Oh, that was just worse. I should have just retired.
You should have taken your dub when you had it.
Should have just stopped. Go continue.
But
continue.
I really don't have much more to say about the episode. I all in all really enjoyed it. Loved the little moment at the end with Hunter and Omega where he's like, "You really paid off our debt. Play one more match with me. You win. You don't sit out on missions anymore."
You know she won that match.
Oh, you know she won that match.
Or
I mean,
Hunter
she
lost it on purpose.
She would have lost. I mean, I think she would have won regardless. But
Dude,
I think
she did
that
run through the town. That looked like the town's grandmaster.
You know, like we're getting our first glimpse at like what her enhancement is.
Yeah.
She is strategic.
That dude that she was playing was like the Magnus Carlsen of Star Wars chess.
Yeah. At least of that town at the very least.
Hollow chess? Oh, okay. So it actually is like okay.
I fully imagine
that dude was like Omega's like grandmaster already.
Yeah.
She's like,
I fully imagine Hunter went into this like, oh, you know, if you win, I won't make you stay back anymore. And then he like the first couple moves, he was like, I'll go easy on you. And then she started just kicking his ass, and he's like, oh fuck, I'm not fuck. And then she still kicked his ass regardless, even after he started trying. But
what about
he definitely
my cut? Dude, she was. I might. How would you feel about taking on the town for some money? I might. What's my cut?
I'm Omega.
Rika, Nico, Tick.
Oh man, I don't think I'll ever get over her voice, man. I can't. Ever since the first "I'm Omega," I'll never. I don't know. I'm
Omega.
Every time I hear her talk, that's all I hear. It's hard. It's hard for me not to. I imprinted it into my own brain. You know.
I don't know. I love the character, and I love everyone here in the Bad Batch, and that very fact might motivate me to select it in our upcoming Star Wars draft. Do we have any last thoughts on this episode of the Bad Batch, Joe?
You know, at the end of the day, it was just a nice, comfy Friday morning cartoon. Wish I would have had a coffee in my hand. That would have been the only thing that would have made it better. Was if I just had a coffee in my hand. Oh man, even better. Like yeah, but it was perfect. You know, just a nice chillax episode.
Indeed, Miles. Any last thoughts?
None that I can think of.
It was a real simple episode, and frankly, much appreciated. Coming off all this Loki and all this really intense Bad Batch. But let's get in to this Star Wars draft. So the way this is going to work, we got 3 of us here. We will get 5 selections each. We will be picking from any piece of media in the Star Wars franchise. Any of the 12 films. All 9 saga films, Solo, Rogue One, the Clone Wars movie. You can take the Clone Wars show, Rebels, Mandalorian, Resistance. I'm talking the Bad Batch. Any of the shows, any of the video games, any of the comics, any of the movies. Even take Wookiees, or not Wookiees, Ewoks. Take droids. Take the Micro Series 2D Clone Wars.
Biomes. Shit. Have you seen Biomes?
That shit's gas.
Dude. Watch Biomes?
Yes.
Oh my god. Wow.
Turn on some music. It's the shit. You got in the vehicle fly-throughs? Of course.
Any of that is up for grabs.
We'll be doing a snake draft. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, so on and so forth. We will each get 5 picks. And I would ask that you take note of your own. We don't have a list to pick from or anything. If you have a sleeper that you feel like nobody else is going to pick, that puts you at an advantage, you know. But you know, keep track of your own. And do we have any preferences on order here?
Well, whoever goes second kind of gets the shortest end of the stick because 1 and 3 get 2 locks, you know. So like, who's pulling the short end of the stick here?
That's a really good question.
It is the only fair way.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
It is the only fair way.
Okay,
it's just if it's more than 2 people, it's just first. If you get out, you're out.
Oh yeah.
If we all have something different, then we go again.
We go again. Yeah. Okay.
But so someone will lose.
Scissors, shoot.
Yes.
One person loses. They are the second pick.
Yes. If you lose,
Rob.
So honestly, like, I'd rather have third than second. You know.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
I'm
ready whenever
you guys
you
are
are.
talking about a lock at pick number 3. I don't know what this lock is, but let's continue.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
We all did scissors.
Not a scissors. Fucking chance.
Fucking A.
We all did scissors.
All right, again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Joe, you're pick 2. Joe, you're pick 2.
Why? Oh well, it's all right.
Oh well, maybe. Okay, what if we do this? What if we don't do the snake with 3 people?
No, it's fine. We already agreed.
I mean, that would make more sense, though.
No, I think we still do the snake because otherwise, pick number 1 is.
Oh, is that an advantage?
Yeah, you got to do snake.
All right, then Miles, I guess me and you can go, and whoever loses gets the 3rd pick?
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, I get pick number 3.
I get pick number 1. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so first pick overall, it's going to go Colton, Joseph, Miles, Joseph, Colton, so on. All right. With the number 1 pick overall, Colton will be selecting Empire Strikes Back. For my money, the best film in the entire saga. If you want to fall back on the ultimate classic here, I think that's it. Only one that rivals it for me is Episode 4, is Star Wars. And I don't know. I don't think you can get a better first pick here. Maybe one other film. Maybe Episode 3.
I feel like Joseph is happy at number 2.
I think he is as well.
I feel like if Joseph gets the number 1 overall pick, he is making a drastically different choice here.
I agree.
Wow.
You're up now.
I'm gonna go with Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
What? No
Episode
3?
I didn't see that coming.
You know, I was thinking about it pretty long and hard about it, you know? But no, yeah, it's just, I'm a prequel baby. You guys are too. You know how badass this movie is. It's just the ultimate. It's just, if I want to watch one Star Wars movie for the rest of my life, this would be the one I would choose.
But think about this, Joseph. The best character in all of Star Wars dies in this movie. Padme Amidala.
This is true.
Automatic F tier.
She only ever did.
I also have a little table going on my screen for all 3 of us.
As do I.
Okay.
Oh.
But
all right. Well, I'm going to come in with the pick out of.
That's one of my favorite movies. I love Anakin versus Obi-Wan, a classic. Mace Windu versus Palpatine, a classic. Some of the best moments in all of Star Wars in that movie. 0 doubts about it.
Dude, Palpatine had a rough day.
the greatest day of his life.
Okay, yes, but like that battle, bro. Okay, from the moment Windu came in, right? Went through all that. You know, Anakin, yeah, helped him, whatever. Went through all that, but then Yoda was like, "Yo, I'm coming for that too." Like,
sure, he had a physically exerting day, but also Order 66 has been executed.
It was
Jedi are dropping like fucking flies. He is about to seize complete control of the First Galactic Empire. He is fucking hype.
A net positive of a day for him. Definitely a net positive. Universe exercise day. You know, basically. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. But no, episode 3, I can't go wrong. I was picking that one.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to come out of right or left field. I'm picking episode. I'm not picking episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I got to go with. like episode 4.
Yeah, it's the natural.
These were the
pick
first
here.
3 that were going to be chosen. Yeah, I thought it's pretty obvious.
It was pretty much a guarantee just about the order, you know.
Yeah,
pretty much. All right, now episode 9. Jokes. Fuck. I don't know. What do I want with pick number 4? Let us look through. Let us think through all Star Wars media.
Let's talk Star Wars a little bit. New Hope. This is, besides the Phantom Menace, just something else nostalgically for me.
Yeah,
it opens it up. This opens up the universe.
Yeah. Oh, and it's the reason we have everything else. It is the most complete film by itself.
It's the marvel of technology at the time.
Prepared to be done here.
Like,
you know,
this blew everyone's mind. I would kill to have grown up and seen this movie. Like,
no,
at the
wrong.
time period,
I would not have killed to have grown up and seen this movie. I would just kill to go back and see this movie for the first time back in the day and have that be amazing to me, and then continue growing up now.
Okay, sorry, I didn't go that far. Okay, into it. I'm sorry.
Sorry, he wasn't so specific with it.
Yeah,
Miles.
well, be better, Joseph. All right, well, you know what? I've made my pick, so I've made my decision. This is a tough thought because there's a lot of good Star Wars media, but as much as I love all other Star Wars, I'm picking this one for one reason and one reason alone, and it's season 7.
The Clone Wars.
Oh,
Clone
we're breaking
Wars
it into
TV show.
seasons?
No.
Okay,
I'm picking Clone Wars TV show
just because
solely for season 7.
I got you. That's a good pick.
No, and it doesn't even have to be solely for season 7. There are people who stand by it that even before that, it would still be the best Star Wars TV show we've gotten.
Still love it, but like I think without season 7,
a different tier there.
Without season 7, it's on. You know, it's at least for me, it's on the same tier as like a Mandalorian or one of those shows or like some other media. But with season 7, it puts it above everything except for really these 3 movies.
I think I'm going to surprise you guys with my next pick.
You're going
episode
Rebels.
9.
You're not going to surprise me one fucking bit.
I'm not going Rebels.
Damn it!
Even though I do like watching it right now, I think I'm almost done with season 3.
How many seasons are there?
4.
Okay.
So I'm almost done with season 3.
Where are you at? Just give me like a
Sabine,
droplet tidbit.
So Sabine got the Darksaber. She went home, had all that battle, and then she defeated, I forget his name, Red Armor, one of the families, one of the guys, and then she stays with her family there.
Does she still have the Darksaber?
You're like at the end of season 3.
Yes, I'm like very close. I think I'm like episode 18 or something like that. But love the show. It is so much better than I don't know why I waited this long to watch it. It is so good.
Not really. I don't. Yeah, I'm not. This isn't really spoiling. But has the Empire attacked yet? No. You'll know. You'll know. That's why I'm saying like it's not a spoiler because it's not.
Dude, Thrawn
it's not
is
that big of a
about
deal.
to unleash, though. Like this dude is scary, man. He is so smart. He is so smart, dude. the way he narrowed down all the planets, from thousands to 92, and then from 92 to just smaller, and then how he got callous. He was like, oh yeah, I obviously knew it wasn't Leash or whatever that guy. Yeah, it's callous. Yeah. Then I was just like, oh my, this dude, like, obviously he's written to be smart, but like,
Yeah. No, I get it, bro. I get it.
But like, he's so much scarier than Tarkin.
Yeah.
Like,
not only is he written to be smart, he like the voice acting, the like character development. It's like, damn, this dude is
fail.
This dude is Palpatine without the Force.
He doesn't fail.
He is 1,000 steps ahead of everyone at all times.
But my pick is Rogue One.
Not Episode 9. What are you doing, Joseph?
Rogue One, honestly, might be the only other movie that I could say that would be, if I were to pick one Star Wars movie to watch for the rest of my life, it could be Rogue One.
Bro, every time I watch it, it gets better.
It's a masterpiece. It is a masterpiece of a movie. I like such a simple story. We already know what's going to happen. We know, we don't know how they got the plans necessarily, but we know where it's leading at the end.
Yeah.
But just, I don't know. It's just such a beautiful movie. The actors, the writing, just the image. Like, I don't know. Just, oh my God. It's just such a beautiful movie.
Dude, it's wonderful. And the characters we get introduced to in that movie with Jyn Erso and Cassian Andor and the K2SO droid and even Orson Krennic on the bad side and Galen Erso and all these characters are just phenomenal. And have you read that originally Jyn Erso's mother was supposed to be a survivor of Order 66?
Wow.
Like that was the original idea, but they decided not to go with it just to be like she just a woman, that lived in the galaxy.
Damn.
Just some woman.
Damn, man. Damn.
I mean, it's like a break from the lightsabers, though.
Yeah.
It's why kind of Mandalorian was so just a hit right away. It's like, this is such a good story, and it doesn't have lightsabers. And we can connect with these characters more. I guess maybe that's why we like it more. I don't know.
It also showed how well we can recreate that era, that feel of the original trilogy. Like that is so clearly right before Episode 4 with all the surroundings and Yavin 4 and
also
the Easter egg references to Hera Syndulla and stuff like that. Chopper rolling around in the background. Like it's a perfect movie. It's perfect.
Also, you get Borderline up, not the best, but up there with one of, an amazing scene in the Vader. The ominous.
Exactly. That scene alone, that's honestly, it might be the best scene in Star Wars history.
The best scene for my money in that movie is Cassian asking if anyone's listening. Like when they're limping away, and he's like, "Do you think anyone's listening? Like, do you think any?" And she's like, "Yeah, like shit's gonna be fine." And then they die there on the beach, and it's like, fuck.
I will say, it made me cry on first watch at theater,
bawling in the theater,
and every time I watch it, like it consistently, man. It is a consistent cry. It's a good cry though, kind of. But
one after the other with all the characters dying is just brutal.
God damn, man!
Just one after the other.
We saw Alderaan get blown to bits. We did not think of being on the surface and experiencing what it would be like to have your planet literally explode.
In that preview we get of it on Jeddah with Saw Gerrera, even that scene where as it's collapsing, Jin's watching that hologram from her dad. That's like, I never stopped loving you. I've been planning my revenge the whole time, and she breaks down. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. That is one of the, if not the best Star Wars movie.
It's the Empire watching that planet implode and be like, it's beautiful, isn't it? From up here, yeah, and isn't that line in there or something like that?
Yeah,
someone says it's
beautiful. It's Orson Krennic. He's just amazed at what he's seeing. But yeah, that's just too fucking good of a movie and a fucking steal at pick number 5, if I'm going to be honest. Deserving of any of the top 4 spots as well, for my money.
I did almost take it instead of Clone Wars.
It was one of my next 2 picks.
But
it was definitely...
I highly doubted Clone Wars would make it past either of you, and I was almost certain it would not have made it past Colton.
Probably before what I've been left with, my next pick 6 and 7 were going to be Clone Wars and fucking Rogue One.
Yeah.
So I've been left with my next 2 picks, which
so fuck
thankfully
you.
I've got plenty of them that I like. So I'm going to go with.
Wait. Can I guess? Can I guess it real quick?
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker.
Nope.
Damn. Really thought it was
Mando.
Nah, I'm not going to take that with either of my 2 picks either. I'm going to go I'm going with 2 more movies.
Fool.
I'm going Return of the Jedi, and I'm going The Phantom Menace.
Okay.
Neither of those are surprising.
Yeah,
No,
that seems right.
Anticipate they would be.
I was really hoping one of those 2 would make it to me. Didn't think it would, but I was hoping.
I don't know whether I should pick this right now or
well,
not.
I want to talk about this for a second.
Yeah, okay. Please.
Return of the Jedi, for me, my favorite Star Wars movie to watch just anytime. For me, it is that movie that Joe was talking about, the one that if you could watch one for the rest of time, it would be it. It's the perfect ending to the original trilogy, getting Vader's return, becoming Anakin again. The official end of the Empire.
Which Return of the Jedi, though? The one with Hayden Christensen, Force Ghost, or the one with other dude Force Ghost?
Yeah, I'll take either.
Wrong answer. Hayden Christensen.
Well, here's the thing. I think the Hayden Christensen thing was them realizing we can literally do anything with technology now. Let's just fucking do this. Doesn't make a ton of sense for Luke to see Hayden Christensen's Anakin, I don't think.
Well, but I think it makes more sense than just some random dude.
Well, not at the time. At the time, he wasn't some random.
Well,
dude.
yeah, at the time he was. You're right, but I think it makes more sense for them to go back in and change it because of the fact that it's like this.
And don't get me wrong.
This Anakin never existed. Yeah.
I love seeing old Obi-Wan next to Anakin and Yoda. Like it is perfect, and I love this. I know that it's a little bit of a letdown looking back that the way we find out Leia is Luke's sister is just like some random revelation sitting on a log with Obi-Wan. But like, I also love that about it, and the whole opening sequence on Jabba's barge and in his fucking palace. It's all great to me. And
how did I forget that?
New lightsaber. It's craft of a new lightsaber, which is a literal mashup between Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon's lightsaber, and you cannot convince me any other way.
All right, but more importantly, guys,
it's definitely Qui-Gon's crystal, 100%. Yeah. It's Qui-Gon's crystal, and it's Obi-Wan's like hilt with Qui-Gon's hilt too. Like,
but more importantly, Leia in a bikini.
Boom! Slam dunk.
We almost overlooked that. We have to talk about it.
And immediately in that bikini, killing Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
Thus literally killing the person who's enslaved her and forced her to wear this. Which
think about all the women across the earth costume. Thank you, Carrie Fisher.
Yeah,
thank you,
if
George R. R.
Martin. We would have never gotten all the girls on TikTok that decided to get the slave Leia costume and put it on.
The
would have never happened. Colton's hating this conversation right now, and I love it.
I cannot stand that this is going to be a part of the episode.
And
but
that is the whole reason why I brought it up, because I could tell as soon as the words came out of my mouth, I saw you were going to bring
up as soon as you said, and also I was like, fuck. I thought we were going to make it out of the fucking woods, and we didn't. But I mean, and then the Ewoks, we get the Ewoks, and I love the Ewoks. They're great. I love seeing the toppling of the Empire, like I said. Lando wearing Han's clothes, just being all sexy.
Yeah, we get to see some Ewoks just
murder
some stormtroopers.
I've heard a rumor that the word Ewok is not mentioned in any of the movies. The word Ewok is not mentioned once. Is that true? I feel like that's just someone made that up. How would we know?
Luke might say it. Either Luke or Yoda.
That might be the case, but it definitely does. It is like confirmed.
Well, nobody
2
says
years.
Boba Fett in Episode 5. Nobody says Boba Fett in Empire Strikes Back. Palpatine wasn't even a name until Episode 1 came out.
But
that was a complete
Ewoks,
surprise. Like that reveal in Episode 3 when he pulls up his hood was not like nobody knew that was the Emperor. It was like, holy shit, this guy was the Emperor.
I didn't even think about that. That's a twist. That's a twist
in those movies.
What?
That's
but
just
we've
it's kind
grown
of
up knowing that.
that's up there with like a Vader for us, where we just know it. Whereas like some people were like, "What?"
Wow.
And obviously there were probably plenty of theories that pointed in that direction, but it's like that wasn't confirmed, you know? It
Can you
wasn't
imagine?
Throughout the entire original trilogy, he is just the Emperor. He is never Palpatine. And the Emperor, I don't even think is mentioned in A New Hope. Like, I don't even think there's a mention of the Emperor in that.
17 to 20 years ago, whenever those movies were coming out, the prequel trilogy, there were 3 assholes sitting around talking about these wild Star Wars theories, and someone said Palpatine's the Emperor, and those 3 are us now.
Those 3 are us now. Those 3 are us now. But
wow.
I also want to talk about The Phantom Menace, and it's the most nostalgic movie for me, pretty much of all time. The opening scene of Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan on that Trade Federation thing is like legendary to me. Just one of my favorites. Like the dioxis gas seeping into the room, them having to like cover up and then cut a hole in the door, taking out the droids, and then
I'm confident in this. Can think of the line from the movie, the line, and then we're all going to say it on 3. The line from the movie. Okay? If you were to pick one line out of this
I'm going to
movie,
be real honest with you. I can't think of a single line from this movie right now. You put me on the spot.
You've got to
put me on the spot. Joseph, I can barely think of any of this movie right now because you just put me on the spot.
What do you mean?
Everything just left my mind.
This is pod racing. Now this is pod racing. That is the line of the episode, boys.
3 words every woman loves to hear in bed. This is pod racing.
Oh, I got to try that one out.
Everybody loves to hear it in bed, frankly. It hasn't failed me yet.
I think it's got to be an established relationship first. It can't be
this is pod racing.
That can't be a first time thing, man.
I don't know. It depends on how deep of a connection you've made based upon Star Wars.
There are 2 very different reactions you're going to get. You're either going to get the person, there's 3 reactions. There's going to be a, what? The person who knows what you're saying is like, I fucking hate you. And then the person who knows what you're saying is like, I fucking love it.
Exactly.
Say it again.
And then you're like, oh.
Never mind.
No, but this is just one of my favorites, just ever, frankly. Ewan McGregor, Liam Neeson, Samuel L. Jackson.
Brave enough to kill Liam Neeson. George had some balls.
And you had the introduction of Darth Maul, who became one of the greatest villains the franchise had ever seen, due to the Clone Wars, for being honest, and then a little help from Rebels there at the end. But I could not go with the Phantom Menace with one of my picks.
Now this,
if I wasn't going to get Revenge of the Sith. You know?
I am so torn on whether I should pick this now, because Miles might. That's the thing. It's such a sleeper pick, though, that he might not. And I'm scared because there's not much left.
Joseph, I'm
Miles,
going to be real honest with you.
You're not picking a prequel or a sequel movie.
I'm going to be real honest with you. I have not put any thought into my picks.
Oh, but you get 2 of them, though.
Yep. So it'll be a game time decision, baby.
I have to pick it right now. I have to solidify this as my pick.
Go for it.
The GameCube Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. It is the best video game to ever be created. You get all those mini kits, you get all those coins, the noise, the nostalgia of this video game If you did not play this game, I am so sorry for you.
You missed out.
You should go get a GameCube right now if you don't have one and buy this game.
I don't know. I didn't play it on GameCube. I played it on Xbox.
Okay,
pretty much the same game.
The same game. I'm not picking the GameCube exclusive so that one of you could pick the Xbox version. I'm picking the complete saga, the Lego Star Wars, the complete saga, because that was a game
at the time,
and it was it had every episode. You could play through every single episode. Well, one through 6.
And that game, like that, really honed in my fandom as a child. You know, it's what made me know what everything was called.
I don't know how many times I 100%ed that game. Like all the mini kits, 100% coins each level. Like everything. I did that over and over and over. That was the first game I bought the save card thing on the GameCube for because
I can't wait. I can't wait for the new one.
Mm.
I can't wait for the new one.
I am getting my GameCube after this, and I am playing. I'm actually going to be playing after this.
You should be thoroughly disappointed because I had not even thought about it. I forgot that video games
were
on the board.
But it deserves this spot.
That fifth.
No,
but
that's the thing. I'm not even mad that it's going right now because it deserves to be up here with the other things that we're talking about.
Your list is looking sexy at the moment,
Dude.
Joseph. I'm not going to cap. Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, and Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. That's a good looking list.
Yeah. No,
I'm pretty proud.
Didn't even think about it. Also, you're going to hate me for it. Never played it.
You see, I've learned a thing. Yeah, this is a lesson we should all learn. We have all not seen every movie. We have all not played every video game. We have all not seen every TikTok. We have all,
Yeah.
I've seen every TikTok.
Every TikTok.
Why do we get mad for someone who has not just done one thing? Like it's like unless
Joseph, your hate fuels me.
Unless it is their outward, like they have a vengeance towards it. They're like, I will never watch this. I will never play it. That's different. But like, just if they haven't come to it yet.
I refuse to.
Whatever.
I mean, I'm going to be honest.
It is a weird piece of human behavior.
Like the Toto thing the other week.
Yeah, this is just a weird piece of human behavior that I've realized. That,
I'm going to be
why
honest.
do we get mad at that?
I actually probably will never play it. But not because I'm just like, I refuse to play it. But I'll just probably never go out of my way to play it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll give you my GameCube
because the Lego games.
No, it's okay. You'll play it. It's okay. I'll make it.
Okay.
At gunpoint, if I need
You will play it.
You will play it.
You're gonna play it.
You're going to play the game. Okay,
Miles, you're gonna fucking play.
We'll see about that.
Yeah.
I will burn it all down.
Miles, let's hear your next two picks.
All right. Well, I gotta see. There's some thought going into this. Colton, I'm just going to let you know, all the sequel movies are free game for you.
I know.
He's not picking one or two until his last pick. Like he doesn't need.
I know they're safe.
No rush.
Yeah.
All right. No rush.
Yeah. Your next two picks could both. Yeah. You can take your pick because I would imagine they will make it through my next two and Joseph's next one.
Yeah.
I'm kind of not mad that I got second.
Do I go the double TV show route?
Well, you got to think about the movies you have left. You've only got sequel films and Attack of the Clones and Solo. And you've already got the Clone Wars series, so I know you won't take the Clone Wars movie.
Not a chance. Also didn't enjoy the Clone Wars movie that much, comparative to like the Clone Wars TV show. Solo was an excellent movie. Just came at a bad time. I just don't know what I want. There's so much to choose from.
Hey, I'll be right back. Sorry. Yeah. So what is it going to be?
All right. Well, you know what? I'll go ahead and make one pick, and we can talk about it for a little bit while I continue to drill out the other one. I'm going The Mandalorian. It's gone on a slide. I can't let it go on a slide anymore. Then I have.
It was going to get snatched up. It was going to get snatched up.
Phenomenal show.
Oh, it can't get better. And the fact that it has slipped to pick number 9, frankly, astonishing. Certainly didn't expect that.
Yeah, real left field pick out of Joseph, but
Yeah, Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, I gotta say, you could have held it until pick 5.
It's my ride or die, though, man.
I say we extend this a little bit and we just keep fucking going because this conversation isn't all that long. We could ride this thing out to like 8 picks.
Okay.
In that case,
just get a more rounded. Force you to pick some stuff you might not want. You know what I'm saying?
I really.
All right, well, in that case, I'll take the 3 TV show lineup. Get all of the Ahsoka content all at once.
Rebels.
On Rebels.
God, that was a good fucking take. God damn it, Miles' lineup looks fucking good. He's got A New Hope, he's got Clone Wars, The Mandalorian, and Rebels. How did we let this happen?
All Joseph's fault.
Until I was up to propose the eight picks.
No, listen. It really came down to the video game and Rebels, and I knew not one of the two is not lasting. And I thought about it, and after saying
The Mandalorian, my 2 became those 2.
Yeah. Once I said The Mandalorian and I was thinking it through, I almost said as I was picking The Mandalorian, I was like, now I have all of the Ahsoka content. And then I realized, I was like, wait a minute. I don't though.
You don't.
And then I realized,
good pick. Fuck.
I realized I was like, I have to lock in the other Ahsoka. It's the logical choice. You know what? The unseen, unheard, former draft that we did of fights that has only been spoken about but never heard by anyone outside of our 4 sets of ears, including Kyler that's not joining us today. I also went heavy on the Ahsoka.
You did.
Because I just fucking love Ahsoka's character, so I'm going to continue to go heavy on the Ahsoka. I now have Ahsoka locked in.
As you should. You've got it all as of right now.
Unless
you want to take the Ahsoka novel. That's a
honestly,
good one. I've read it.
Didn't know. Are we doing books too?
Books is in this shit.
Oh, all right. Well, I already know what my next pick's gonna be.
I think that has to be my next pick. Actually,
yeah,
is episode 3's book.
That's not what I was talking about, but go for it.
Might have to be my next pick.
You're up right now, Joey.
I am, I know, and I don't know what I want.
For Joseph's sake, do we say you like the novelizations of the movies?
Okay, they can be implied with the movie you selected. Like,
okay,
it's like you got the Revenge of the Sith content.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I feel like we're really nitpicking if Joseph has to spend another pick on the Revenge of the Sith novelization.
I was like, that's kind of like an interesting pick no matter what on your part. You know, like you take Revenge of the Sith and then the novel. No question.
Actually, never mind. Joseph, Revenge of the Sith novel.
No.
Your lineup's gonna get weird at the end here.
I'm not picking Attack of the Clones.
While Joseph is contemplating, Colton, I think saying it may be helping you out here. I think you know what series I'm talking about that will be my next pick.
I believe I do.
I
feel like I might not know.
Oh no, actually, I hadn't even thought about that.
Fuck.
It was a more recent one that we've talked about many a times, but we're just gonna. We'll get to it later.
Video games are the only things popped in my mind right now because I don't really want to pick a sequel because I don't stand behind them that much to pick a sequel right now. If I were to pick a sequel, it'd be The Last Jedi.
And you'd be picking it for a single scene.
Pretty much. But I'm not going to. And I'm not picking Attack of the Clones. I'm not picking Solo.
I honestly, you know what?
Besides the Bad Batch.
To help you out here, I think Solo is a decent pick here. I was contemplating Solo. Solo is a good film.
100%. I love Solo.
Solo just came out. Solo came out at a really bad time.
I think
if Solo came out right now, we'd have a Solo too.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. The timing was just off for me, and I think. When did it come out?
Right off of The Last Jedi.
Yeah, that's what it was. It came right off of The Last Jedi. So there was
what
still
year did it come out?
2018.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have. Yeah, 2018.
Interesting.
Yeah, Last Jedi, and it not only did it come, was it the next movie after The Last Jedi? We had The Force Awakens in 2015.
If I say Battlefront, is that both of them, or do you have to pick a singular one or two?
I mean, you can take the one you're talking about. I don't think me or Miles is going to take Battlefront.
No. Yeah,
if I say Battlefront as a series, does that include all Battlefronts that have been made?
No,
that
because
seems
then we
a little
could go
OP.
with Star Wars original trilogy, like stuff
that
like
seems
that.
a little OP. If I could say Battlefront, then I get all the Battlefront.
But I feel like you're probably, what are you probably talking about? Like specifically like Battlefront 2?
Well, if I could say Battlefront and get Battlefront 2 and Battlefront 1 and the older game.
You are picking one Battlefront.
Yeah. It's like saying, I want Call of Duty.
Yeah. But honestly, I think a lot of the reason why Solo didn't do as well is because there was Force Awakens to Rogue One, there was that full year. Then there was the year between Rogue One and Last Jedi. And Last Jedi to Solo, there was 6 months or 5 months.
And they didn't promote Solo.
No.
They didn't promote it until like 2 months before the movie came out.
Yeah, like that, man, they really gave it the shaft.
No, yeah, like they got fucked over on that movie, and it did not deserve it. Emilia Clarke, Alden Ehrenreich, Donald Glover.
Dude, that's true.
Who's the old dude?
Was really good. The movie was really good.
I said the old dude. He's not old, but who is Woody Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson, Thandie Newton. Like the list keeps going. Like it was just Jon Favreau is a voice in that. Like it's too good.
I think I might just have to pick it then. I think if I'm not into that movie, I think it deserves to be picked.
Yeah,
like I think I'll take it here. It's a good. I'm. You know what? I kind of want to give it to you though because you like it like more, and I don't know. That's not a movie I really think of.
Don't be nice to me. This is the draft.
Yeah. Also, he's got some good picks coming up. I know it.
I do.
All right, I'll just take Solo because I can't really think of anything else.
Really surprised. Now that you've gone, really surprised a video game made it past you.
Yeah, I know.
Jedi Fallen Order.
It's what I was going to pick if it wasn't Solo. So
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Jedi Fallen Order. Just because that game absolutely smacks. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It is perfect. Cal Kestis rocks. BD1 rocks. The second sister rocks. Vader rocks.
Do you think are we getting a sequel to that game?
Yeah, it's been confirmed.
Oh, I don't care how much it is. I know it's EA. I hate EA to death, but I don't give a shit. Yeah. Take my money now.
It's too good.
I love the continuation of like that we get to see even more. Like we see a little bit of it in Rebels where where people will talk about Vader and like there's the scene whenever Ezra and who's the dude's what's the guy's name? Guy that teaches Ezra? Kanan.
Oh, Kanan.
Kanan and Ezra fight Vader and like they're talking about it before he comes out and they're like, I feel cold. Yeah. And like they do the same thing in the game where he's like, why did it get so cold?
That moment in the episode,
I feel cold. I feel dark. It's just
like they froze. Like
yeah,
I remember seeing a clip of that somewhere, like on TikTok or Twitter or something like that. But then while I'm watching it, like Kanan and Ezra at the same time just went.
Yo, and like to see it happen to Kanan and Ezra, who are usually so trigger happy and so let's fucking do this.
Well, Kanan is like that and is also a Jedi, and Ezra is just a stupid ass kid who is always like, let's fucking do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time Vader's around them, when he's in his TIE fighter coming near, they were just like, oh my, like it's his presence alone is that scary. Whenever he held up the AT-ATs right after that, like, and he just walked, they were like, that didn't kill him, and then they were just like, or like,
fucking get like, let's go.
Yeah, Kanan was like, Ezra, we are lucky to be alive right now. Like that was a Sith Lord.
Yeah, well, that's I just rewatched that fight whenever we were doing the Lost and Forgotten fight draft. Where he's like he goes like he says he's like, if that doesn't kill him, what will? And Kanan, he's like, not us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanan's like,
let's fucking go.
That's like just insane, and that drove Ezra. Ezra was like, I need to know how to defeat the Sith now because I have no other chance of knowing unless I know from a holocron. Like that's insane. Like,
well, and the potential. Oh, Joe, you haven't finished Rebels. Right?
Okay,
You
I have
know
a theory. No, but like, I can pretty much, I think, put it together.
I don't think you can.
Really,
I can guarantee you cannot.
It's pretty much like, wait, what the fuck? Like, that's what they did, and it's like cool, preservation of story, but
is it with Obi-Wan?
You shall see. You shall see.
We cannot tell you anything.
Okay, I'm excited now. Wow. I thought I was like,
ending is just really out of left field. It all comes together really well. I enjoy the finale so much. It's
a good ending, and it's out of left field because of the fact that they're like, we have to do things to preserve story, and so it's not what you expect at all.
Okay,
it's still great.
It's phenomenal.
Pick number 2.
Might surprise you guys here, but I'm gonna go with the ongoing. I'm going the Bad Batch. I fucking love this series so far. We ooze over it every fucking week, and now it's been 10 episodes, which is I would have taken The Mandalorian after season 1, and that was only 8. You know, we've gotten even more of the Bad Batch at that point. So I'm completely on board with taking the Bad Batch here. Love the whole crew. Phenomenal characters. The inclusion of the continuation of the Kaminoan storyline. Crosshair's inhibitor chip getting turned all the way up, so we're seeing just how far a clone will go in the name of the Empire. The birth of the Empire and the rise of it. It's a fucking good show, and it's only going to get better. So I'm completely on board with taking the Bad Batch with this 5th pick of mine.
It's just the visuals of the show. Like, I don't think it's like talked about enough. Like, this show is just beautiful. Like, it's the clarity of it, the realism.
This episode, but damn, those trees all over Raxus, and then Pantoro was beautiful. On episode 4, and even Ord Mantell is a weird original looking place, and I just love that about it. And you know, bringing it back to Braca, got Jedi Fallen Order and the Bad Batch here with the Starship Graveyard. It's just an all-around great show, and a melting pot of everything Star Wars. So I fucking love it. What about you, Joe? Next up.
This is so hard. I didn't expect it to be this hard. Like, I don't even know. But
while Joseph's thinking, Colton, the thing that you mouthed to me, that's a trilogy. Do you get the entire trilogy of books?
Yeah. Because if we're picking individual books at that point, it's like really, really
okay. I just wanted to be sure.
That'd be a really good take for one of 2 picks coming up for you for 5, 6.
Can I pick the theme park?
I think so.
Oh, could you pick Galaxy's Edge? Yeah.
I think so. I did see that on like some stuff that I was looking at, and I thought, honestly, not a terrible pick.
Not one
bit.
Pick.
That's my
Galaxy's Edge?
That's my pick. That's a badass pick. Come on, none of you get a theme park. I got the only one. Fuck you.
All right. I got
That's
2
a really
real
great
quick.
Pick there. I cannot wait to go. And I will go. And in fact, we should all go.
I would agree. I do think
yes.
That would be a cool thing to do.
Our connection through Star Wars now, going on a year now.
Yeah.
We should do a pod at Galaxy's Edge.
It's the only option.
I
we can just be on the phone. We can just pass it back and forth on the fucking mic app. But it has to happen.
Yeah. All right. I got 2. I already know what my picks are.
Let's get it. Pixar.
Pick number 1. Pixar. Colton, what you mouthed to me, didn't even think about it. Huh?
The Heir to the Empire?
Thrawn trilogy.
Great.
It is, let me see what they are. It is Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising, and The Last Command.
Have you guys read that?
I have not, but I know it's stellar.
I read it a year ago, and I expected more just from what I'd heard, but don't get me wrong, it is still fantastic fiction for Star Wars extended universe. Like it's post Return of the Jedi with Thrawn trying to reinvigorate the Empire, kind of in a Moff Gideon position in The Mandalorian, and potentially where he might be now in Ahsoka. But it just Thrawn. You think Thrawn in Rebels is like maniacal and cool and has some up his sleeve? Doesn't even come fucking close to what he's like in the book. Like, in terms of, it's just that cranked up to a fucking 1,000. Like, he is always one step ahead, and it is so annoying because and the way Leia, like, there's a part of these books where Leia goes to Kashyyyk and spends times with the Wookiees because Thrawn is after Leia's kids because they will be Force sensitive, and it's Han and Leia's kids, and she's getting protected by the Wookiees on Kashyyyk, and it's just like, fuck yeah, like, this is perfect. Like, Chewbacca has this life debt to Han. Of course he's riding for Leia, and it just expands on their relationship. And Rook, I think is his name, the dude who is like his right-hand man, who's kind of he's the little brown dude, looks like E.T.
Thrawn's right-hand man?
Yeah, he's like his little henchman who like attacks shit.
Is he in anything?
He's in Rebels.
Really?
What's his name?
I want to say Rook, but I can't remember if that's right.
Oh, the girl?
No.
Nope.
The little brown creature, the alien.
I see him. I don't think I've seen him yet.
Maybe he's the later.
Rook. Okay, yeah, it is Rook. It's R-U-H-K.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I was right. But they dive into his species.
R-U-K-H. R-U-K-H, yeah. Sorry.
They dive into his species and how they've been manipulated by the Empire to be into servitude. And it's like, it's just such a great trilogy of books. And Lando, like, shows Luke the wonders of chocolate milk in the first book. It's like, it's just perfect. It's like,
I'm happy you read. I've not read any of them, and that's one of that and then the other pick that I'm about to make are two things that I really want to read.
What's your next one?
Star Wars Darth Vader, the Darth Vader comic series,
ongoing right now.
Oh
fuck yeah, dude! I'm reading. I was gonna take that. That was in my next two. Let me say, I'm a little pissed that you've taken two things you have not read, and
No. So this one I haven't read, but I've watched a couple of videos of like a guy. It was before the run like paused due to COVID stuff. It was like up to I can't remember where it was at, but it was like him like
4 or 5.
Yeah, it was him reading through it, and so like I've not read it myself, but I've listened to it, and dude, it was just what I listened to. Fucking nut. So good.
The best Star Wars storytelling with Vader ever. It really gives you an emotional tie all the way through the original trilogy, and the fact that it's right now ongoing parallel with the War of the Bounty Hunters, which is Boba Fett has lost possession of Han Solo in between Empire and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And the twist at the end of the first War of the Bounty Hunter reveals that this person is who stole Han between Empire and Return of the Jedi. Are you guys cool with me spoiling it?
Go for it.
Spoilers alert. If you don't want to know this, skip ahead 15 seconds. Now, Kira from Solo.
Actually, I think I had seen that. Like, I think not. Like, I thought. I'm pretty sure I saw a spoiler of that.
Yeah, I did too. But it's like that's such a great continuation of that story. And have you seen the rumors that they want to come back and write that role for themselves in a Disney Plus TV show?
Yeah, I think so. I think I've seen some stuff about that.
Oh, Joe removed the headphones. He didn't want to hear the spoiler.
Well, you said 15 seconds, and I was doing it as a viewer would. So, okay, the viewer.
It's okay.
Fair warning, they're still going. Yes, no.
Oh no, we're cool now.
Yeah.
Now. I just wanted to drop that information.
How long is this? How long is it so far? The Vader one.
The 13th one just came out. The 14th one comes out later this month, or actually tomorrow.
Comics? This is comics. Where do you get? Is this online?
Vintage stock is where I go. I just signed up for a subscription. Every time one comes, I go up there. It's like $4. I've got one for all.
Oh man. Okay. So I actually 100% Colton.
Wrong one.
If you're okay with it,
2017 one, right?
I'm talking about the 2017 one. That's the one that I've read. So if you want me to,
the one with Palpatine manipulating.
Yes. If you want me to, and if it's okay, I can do this old switcheroo because I was looking something up to figure out which one it was because I realized there were two.
Oh, if you want to take the 2017 one, by all means, take the 2017 one. Please.
Please take it. Yes, so I will take it because that was the one that I had listened to and like kind of read, and I thought that one was amazing.
I've watched that same video because I think it's by Star Wars Theory, right?
Yeah, I think so. Where he goes through like the entire all 25 or all the entire.
And I got to tell you, I have every issue from 4 and on, and I own them digitally. The first 3. If you ever want to read them, just let me know. For my money, way better than that. In terms of just like how emotionally it gets into Vader's story and his.
Which the 2017 one or the 2020 one is better than? Is better than 2017 one?
For my money.
Damn. Okay, I'll have to read the 2021 or listen to it.
Yeah, just and it'll all be out soon enough, I'm sure.
Yeah,
but, it's fucking great. So you took the Thrawn trilogy and Star Wars Darth Vader comic book run from 2017.
Yeah,
a couple of great fucking picks. And love the reading material getting some love here. I love it.
Which is why I asked, like, books. Like, we're getting into books then, because that's why I was like, if we're doing that, the Darth Vader one has to be on there for me because of the fact that that's like, it's great to see other more Vader content.
This movie is not that bad. Okay,
no, it is not.
It is not this
bad. Because I already had the reason I have not taken the movie is because I took 3 movies off the bat. You know,
this movie is not that bad.
Wrong.
It's not this. It is not this bad, dude. I should not have picked Galaxy's Edge before this movie.
Yeah,
this movie is dirt. Like, what am I doing?
Joseph, I feel like you're really talking to yourself whenever you say this movie is not that bad with Galaxy Edge and Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga.
Dude, this is a good movie.
I'm with you. No, don't get me wrong. The only reason I hadn't taken it is because I'd already taken 3 movies with my first 3 picks.
It's better than all the sequels. You can say that, Miles.
Oh, I would agree, but I also haven't taken.
Maybe we should let the people in on what movie we're talking about.
That's a fair point.
My pick is episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Of course.
I picked other things before that because there are other things that I enjoy more and other things that I am more interested. Thrawn trilogy, haven't read, but it's Thrawn and I love Thrawn, and you know,
I own
fantastic.
all those books too. So if you ever want to get them loaned to you, let me know.
Gotcha.
This is like we get Dooku here. We get
was waiting for you to pick it, Joseph, because I know how much of a hard on you have for Dooku.
You just want to fuck Dooku, so I mean,
I would.
I felt like it would have been wrong for me to take it from you.
Appreciate it.
But no, Attack of the Clones, great movie. The introduction of the clones, the beginning of the Clone Wars, sets up all of the greatest content we've ever gotten, arguably, with the Clone Wars and the Bad Batch and Revenge of the Sith, and just
Battle on Geonosis. Was cool.
None of it happens without Attack of the Clones. You know, it's a good movie, undeniably, for my money.
On Geonosis,
the cloners on Camino.
Whenever what they call them, click clack, draw a circle inside of a circle, and they're like, could that be Geonosis? And they're like, probably not. And they're like, oh, it's just the Empire's logo for these poisonous tanks. Oh no. You know, I mean, obviously they don't know of the Death Star, and they're not just like, oh yeah, I recognize 2 circles as the Death Star. But like,
yeah,
I don't know. It was just kind of like damn, they really don't know what's coming, man. Like,
not one bit.
That's a big ass weapon.
There's this little moment at the end of Attack of the Clones that is just perfect. And you know who I want all the more of? Any content I can get. With Bail or Ghana, fucking give it to me. Because, love that man. And also, the end of Attack of the Clones when Mace Windu and these other politicians are standing up over the clone army, looking at it. They're all looking on with pride at their army, and Bail Organa looks to his feet like, fuck, this is what it's come to. And I just know that's a good man right there. I want Bail Organa to be my politician, you know?
See? This is a great-ass movie, boys. It's a sleeper movie. Honestly, it's kind of underrated. Because it's sandwiched between two better movies.
Yeah.
You know,
you got a steal here for sure, I'd say.
Take this movie as it is, you know, outside of Star Wars. It's a great-ass movie.
Oh, like, phenomenal. I love it.
It's just, to the Star Wars level, it doesn't hit as hard as a Revenge of the Sith. But still a great movie nonetheless.
All right, so I'm going to take my next two here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do it. I'm going to take that leap of faith into the sequel trilogy here and take The Last Jedi.
Now I really don't know what to pick.
I know this is one that a lot of people aren't fans of. You know, it's just kind of there for a lot of folks. But for my money, the best film in the sequel trilogy. Rian Johnson, I think, killed it directorially. I love Kylo Ren and Rey's storylines in this movie. Luke's was fucking great to me too. I don't know. I get the complaints about the movie. Don't get me wrong. Certainly. But I think it catches a bad rep. And I feel similarly to it as I do Attack of the Clones, if not stronger, about how good of an individual movie it is. Because individually, I think this stands alone phenomenally. But it is really when it gets the comparison up to the entire saga and its story as a whole that the critiques start to come in.
Cool-ass characters.
Phenomenal characters.
Like, the characters are cool in this movie. Like, it's just... in the the visuals, it's a beautiful movie. Like, the symbolism, it's beautiful. We can argue about the story all day, whether they went to go, but regardless, it is still a Star Wars movie, and it is still phenomenal. It is still phenomenal. Still a good movie, whether Miles wants to admit it or not. Don't know if he wants to, but
and then
we'll let him plead the fifth. Okay, or there you go.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. I heard your pick, and I'm toned out. Well, I accept. Like I would have picked it probably my next round.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing now. I have a thing in mind,
and
we've each got 2 picks left.
Yeah,
and there are I will give you, there are some scenes in that movie that are very good, and I don't just like absolutely despise the movie. I just hate it. I'm joking. But I accepted your pick and had moved on and was
staying with.
Fuck! I need to find other stuff.
Colton, are you staying with the sequels or no?
I'm not. I am now turning my attention to the reading material in which we just discussed with the Darth Vader ongoing comic run because this shit slap. Love reading it every month. I look forward to it greatly every single time. I love going to Vintage Stock and grabbing a couple comics every once in a while. And this being an ongoing run that I'm getting the Star Wars, the Vader, the Dr. Aphra, the War of the Bounty Hunters. I'm going to get the Jabba the Hutt one that's starting soon. It's all slapping. So
you're going with Star Wars Darth Vader. I'm going with Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith.
Yes.
Might be a surprise pick to you guys. I guess I'm just really excited for Star Wars Visions, and this is the closest thing we have to it. And it is the 2D micro series of vintage Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Sorry, Miles, you don't have all of Ahsoka. Turns out I have sorry.
No, I do.
Sorry, Ahsoka's in here too.
Ahsoka's not in the micro series, I don't think.
She's in there, I think, right?
I don't think she is. Ventress is in it.
I'm going to be real honest with you. Even if she is, doesn't count.
You're right. Anyways,
micro series though, however, slaps.
This is
actually I don't think she is in there.
Huh. Well,
looking
mind.
at the looking at voice cast. Yeah, it doesn't look like she is.
Never mind.
God, Barris Ophi is in there, but Ahsoka's not.
Well, it was just a different direction. I don't think George Lucas had even envisioned Ahsoka.
Yeah.
This is a placeholder pick for Star Wars Visions whenever it comes out, because if I could pick it, I would pick it right now. Honestly, I would pick it right now just because of the little bit we have of the still frames. I would pick it already, just because of how epic it is, and just everything about it is honestly one of my favorite. Just I'm glad I'm growing up and I'm able to experience this coming out as I'm living. But yeah. This is the closest thing to it, and regardless, it's a cool just thing to watch. A lot of people haven't seen this. I love realized.
It though. As soon as it was added to Disney Plus's vintage collection for Star Wars, I watched the shit out of it. And frankly, if you're looking for that Saturday morning cartoon thing, this is a great option. So is Ewoks and Droids. Phenomenal Saturday morning cartoon watches to just have on in the background. Not really. I
could have sworn Ahsoka was in here, though. I could have sworn.
Nope, you cannot. You cannot try and steal her away from me. Not like Obi-Wan did to Anakin. I won't let you do it.
I just love the art style of this. Just the
it's Tartakovsky's Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Slap.
Anime-esque. I wouldn't call it full anime.
No. It's certainly not.
Definitely inspired by it.
Though.
Yeah, definitely inspired by it, and it's just really cool. A really cool watch. But yeah, I'm sound with that pick. I don't really know a lot of the novelizations at all. I'm really only thinking about video games now. For my last pick, and I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on this last.
Oh
pick.
Fuck! It's my turn. Oh no!
Yeah, it is your turn.
Yeah,
you got to pick two
picks in a row here.
Oh God!
Your last two.
Oh no! I'm trying to find literally anything.
I mean, The Force Awakens is still on the table. The Rise
Trash.
of Skywalker.
Garbage.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. Star Wars Squadrons, Battlefront 2.
Squadrons? That's pretty good. Battlefront 2 as well.
Mad difficult. Difficult.
I had EA Play, so I downloaded it for free and was playing it. Played it for 2 hours, and I was like, nope.
Never again.
Nope.
That shit is hard.
Yeah. Was there a story mode in that?
Yeah. I might have to go back and do that.
What is the story mode?
I haven't done it.
I think you're an Imperial. You started as an Imperial TIE fighter pilot.
You can be a rebel.
You do. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Fuck. There's just nothing left. I'm saying that for you, Colton.
It's hard. This is hard. This is tough.
Yeah. I mean, part of me wants to go Rise of Skywalker because there is, at least an entertaining scene. But I also, the more I think back on it, the more I just hate it. After first watch, I actually I enjoyed watching it. I didn't like the movie.
I'm not going to lie to you. My perception of that movie has just degraded. I loved that movie coming out of it. I initially had the perspective of it that it was the best sequel movie. It was maybe top 5 favorite Star Wars movies, period.
I would go best sequel movie. It was never in my top Star Wars movies, but it was but as time has gone on, because I always thought, I would always think back on how entertaining of a scene, Palpatine lightning into the air, destroying all the rebel ships. Super cool scene, but the more I think back on it, I'm like, God, I just fucking hate that. I hate this movie.
The handoff was clean. That alone, that just boom.
And that moment overall where they lock eyes and they.
Oh, wait a minute.
The kiss was.
I'm going with the Rise of Skywalker. Who am I kidding? Are you? I completely forgot about a scene unrelated to any of these.
I know what you're saying.
Huh?
Babu Frick. It gave us Babu Frick.
I forgot about Babu Frick.
That's not where you were going? Or are you going with Yoda striking down the tree?
No.
That's The Last Jedi.
Yeah, okay.
He's going with.
Are you
he's
kidding
going
me?
With C-3PO.
No. Grievous chasing after the lightsaber.
Oh my god.
You fucking fools.
You know what? What's funny is like as you were like teasing that, I was racking my mind for great moments in The Rise of Skywalker, and frankly, I remembered a lot.
Yeah, like as I continued to think about it, I was like, well, maybe I enjoy that movie more than I remember.
Yeah, maybe I do too. Maybe I need to give it another look-see because like individually I'm remembering a bunch of separate moments and I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why do they even write in the Knights of Ren? Why do they even write them in?
So Kylo can kill them all at the end?
Is that it?
Have you guys read The Rise of Kylo Ren comic run?
If not.
Shit slaps too.
I hope so. I hope they could make a decent story after seeing how shittily it came out.
Have you read the Darth Maul comic run?
No.
Oh fuck.
I haven't read any Star Wars comics.
I have not.
Both of those graphic novels, so if you ever want those.
The only comic run I've read is the Darth Vader Dark Lord of the Sith. And by read I mean listen to.
I've never read a comic book. Like
you got to. This shit's fun as fuck. Like the feeling you get from those Saturday morning cartoons is exactly the feeling I get when I read.
I cannot believe I haven't read a comic
Joseph,
yet.
I would at least recommend watching the video that me and Colton were talking about, where it's like Star Wars series or whatever. Literally just reading through. It's the Darth Vader Dark Lord of the Sith. Fantastic.
It's like the Audible version.
In essence, but he actually doesn't he actually show? He shows the
he
comic
shows
book.
The comic book frames too, and like narrates them, does voices for Vader and Palpatine.
He does voices for like all the characters. Yeah. It's in that comic run where it talks about how Vader gets his lightsaber, right?
Yes.
Him beating the one Jedi that's like in exile.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, no, thinking back, like, as we were going through The Rise of Skywalker and we were, like, talking about scenes and you guys were trying to guess, I realized I was like, wait a minute. Grievous chasing after the lightsaber. How could I forget?
And you know, as I think back to that movie, I'm remembering a lot of parts that I'm very fond of, and I'm going to give it another watch here soon. Because
but regardless of all those other scenes, at pick number what? 2, 3, 4. It's pick number 7, just for a meme of... of Grievous being edited in, completely worth it.
I'm not gonna lie. Had I thought about all these moments as I have, I probably would have taken it earlier than I have.
Yeah, same. Rise of Skywalker, thinking back on it at 7, steal.
Absolutely. If you can get any of the saga films in the bottom 8, like in the bottom of the...
Are all the other ones except for The Force Awakens taken?
Yeah, The Force Awakens is the only movie remaining.
The last 6, 7 picks here, maybe all three of the sequel trilogy movies will be taken.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's not going to be the last couple picks. It's going to be this pick.
You're taking The Force Awakens too?
Yeah, because I don't have a clue what else to pick.
That was going to be my next one too.
And also, like, I enjoy the movies. I don't enjoy... Like, I enjoy them... Yeah, I enjoy the movies. I don't necessarily enjoy the stories a ton. And also, pairing up The Force Awakens with A New Hope, since they're in essence the same story, matches up perfectly.
I mean, hardly. There are broad strokes things that are similar.
Broad strokes, they're similar. I just mean that you get what I'm saying, though. I was mostly a joke, but...
You got person from desert planet doesn't know shit becomes Jedi.
Yeah, pretty much. Figures out they're the son of a great Force user, and instead daughter, but they don't figure that out until episode 9.
Yeah.
But all right, Star Wars.
She fought with staff.
And it's the first.
She fight with lightsaber fluently. Does that make sense? She fought with staff her whole life, so light sword she can fight with now.
Also, my pick of The Force Awakens, I get Star Killer base, so I get the greatest weapon to have ever graced the Star Wars media. Minus Palpatine, but I already got him in The Rise of Skywalker.
True.
I mean, honestly, why was Palpatine building Death Stars? He could have just fucking forced lightning the planets and destroyed them.
He could have been the Death Star. Damn.
In the end, I suppose.
I'm picking Star Wars biomes partly because I have nothing else to pick, and because it is actually, like... the most calming form of media I've ever seen in my life. Literally, it's just beautiful. Like, just let it run. Honestly, every Walmart, Best Buy, Target should just have this running on their TVs. It's beautiful. It's 4K. It can show how good a TV is. The sound design
what the fuck is Star Wars Biomes?
Oh, it's literally 20 minutes of just flying through planets.
You're gonna pick that over
iconic scenes. Like iconic scenes, though. It's like little Easter eggs are dropped in. It's so cute. It's like,
I get it,
ugh.
but you're gonna pick that over a Battlefront or a...
Miles. Let me say this: get under the influence, watch Star Wars Biomes, come back to me, and then see if you're still saying, "Are you really picking Star Wars Biomes right now?"
Joseph,
it's the right pick. It's the correct pick.
I don't partake in the devil's lettuce.
It was close between Star Wars Biomes or vehicle fighters.
I also partake in the devil's lettuce, but
it was
I just wanted to say the devil's lettuce.
I was between vehicle fighters and Biomes, but Biomes is just so I don't know. Biomes is just so much more.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm judging you based on nothing. But
just do it.
Okay.
All right. Now that every film in the saga has been taken, I'm left with a couple series here. A few book series come to mind. I'm thinking Darth Bane trilogy. I'm reading that right now. It really slaps. It's fucking phenomenal. But I don't know if I want to spend this last pick on it. I love droids and I love Ewoks. These classic animated series are dope. But you know what I'm going to take? Just because I enjoyed watching it at that time. Star Wars Lego Holiday Special.
Dude, this is honestly this is a good thing. Like, this is a good pick. Like,
it's not.
It was just a fun.
It brightened up my Christmas, I'll tell you that much.
It was just a fun thing.
It was fun. And, Rey falling through all the eras of Star Wars and interacting with all these characters, fun as fuck. And, frankly, I wanted a Star Wars Lego thing because Star Wars Lego is a fun little franchise in and of itself. And this holiday special was a lot of fun to watch on Christmas. And you know what? It's going to be a tradition for me. I'm going to watch it every Christmas now because it is the Christmas thing Star Wars has put out in my lifetime. I can't find the Star Wars original holiday special anywhere. And frankly, I don't know that I'd want to watch it every year. From what I hear, it is fucking terrible.
That is one thing I've never watched. Star Wars content I've never watched.
Me too. I can't find it anywhere. I can't find it anywhere.
Maybe for a good reason.
Yeah, it's pretty much universally canon.
I'm also glad to say, so of things that I'm very passionate about that I haven't seen content for, Star Wars The Holiday Special is one of them. The other is Elon Musk's SNL skit. I have never seen it, and I never will. I'm very proud that I've never seen it. I've only seen screenshots, and that alone deterred me enough to be like, I'm just not going to watch it. For my own good, I don't think I'm going to watch it. A little tidbit into Joe's life right there.
Probably the right choice.
It's really weird. Yeah,
But let's go through. We have now all taken 8 picks. I'm going to say my 8. Joe, you say your 8, and then Miles, you'll say your 8. And then I'm gonna make little graphics for it. I'm gonna post them on Twitter, and we're gonna get a little poll going and see who wants what. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, for me, I had Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, The Phantom Menace, Jedi Fallen Order, The Bad Batch, The Last Jedi, Star Wars Darth Vader comic book, and Star Wars Lego Holiday Special. I feel pretty good about my 8. I don't, personal bias here, don't think it's the best 8 here.
Wow. I think, Miles, you got the best 8. I'm going to be honest, bro.
It's my favorite 8 here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel the heartstring here. However, objectively, I do not believe it's the best.
I picked a theme park.
That's strong.
If I don't
Not only did you pick a theme park,
if I don't get
you
some
picked a theme park at 5.
All right. Let's go through let me go through my good picks first, okay? I got episode 3. I got Revenge of the Sith. That was a lock, insta lock. I got Rogue One. I'm proud of putting it second. It deserves that spot. Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, the video game. Could have picked it probably last even. But I picked it. I picked it third because it meant that much to me.
It's a good one.
Solo a Star Wars story. Other way around. Star Wars a Solo.
A Star Wars. No, I think it is Solo a Star
Solo,
Wars
a
story.
Star Wars story.
Wow.
Yeah, you said it right the first time.
Yeah, I typed it wrong. In my brain, I got it right, but typing, I got it wrong, if that makes sense. Anyways, Solo. And then I picked Galaxy's Edge. I stand by it.
It's strong.
I stand by it. Can't turn back now. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Can't believe it went that low. Probably should have been my third pick.
Now, here's the thing. My last three, I wouldn't have taken Jedi Fallen Order, Star Wars Darth Vader, or Lego Star Wars Special if I could have taken Solo, Attack of the Clones, The Force Awakens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got you. Got the vintage Star Wars, the 2D micro series, the Clone Wars. And then I have Star Wars Biomes. I'm not going to win. I already know it, guys.
Love the pick, though. I love it,
But this is a Joe 8. This is just a Joe 8, man. If this doesn't scream that I picked these, I don't know what does.
I'm not going to lie. These all feel very fitting for each of us. It is very encapsulating of our Star Wars
I am so
experience.
pissed.
Yeah, I would
Miles
agree.
got so much television. You got
This is objectively the winner here. Miles's list is fucking overpowered.
And that's why I went so hard on the TV shows, was because I knew this TV shows are like some of my favorite Star Wars content. Short of Revenge of the Sith, I think I enjoy Revenge of the Sith and probably Empire Strikes Back. It's Star Wars TV shows.
Here's the thing: the strength of Star Wars: A New Hope, Clone Wars, Mandalorian, and Rebels alone.
Oh yeah,
put your list into a different tier. That's unfair.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll go through mine. It's A New Hope, Clone Wars TV show, The Mandalorian, Rebels, the Thrawn trilogy of books, Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith, 2017 comic run, The Rise of Skywalker, and then The Force Awakens.
And the last two steals there with other sequel films. I thought I was going to be able to sneak them in there with my last two, and then you took them both. I was so pissed.
I would have taken one of them. I definitely would have taken Biomes if one of those was still on the table.
Well, yeah, it would have been one of them would have gone to you, and the other one would have gone to Colton at the end. And I picked other stuff, but at that point I just didn't know what else.
There was nothing else left for you.
Yeah.
Damn.
This was a good draft, boys. I'm proud of us here.
I'm a little pissed at myself. I did get the short end of the stick.
Joseph, you're pissed at yourself. You're pissed at yourself, but those are also the most you picks.
That's true. I'm proud.
It's a beautiful list. It's a beautiful list here, man. I love it.
Like if you were to ask me before we started this, who's gonna pick Galaxy's Edge, I would have picked you.
Joseph's the fair bet there.
Yeah.
Can I pick a theme park? I said that in this episode. Yeah. Can I pick a theme park? Wow.
At 5.
Wow. I'm going to play Lego Star Wars after this, though. That's a guarantee.
To give Joseph just a little bit of leeway there, it was on my 5th pick. Or no, it wasn't on my 5th pick.
I want to say that Galaxy's Edge went before 4 movies.
It went before 4 movies. Never mind.
Oh, and I guess Clone Wars didn't even make the list, so 5 movies.
No, I picked Clone Wars.
No, Clone Wars the movie.
No, you picked the micro series. We're talking about the Clone Wars movie.
Wait. Oh.
There's a Clone Wars movie. Was Joseph talking about the Clone Wars movie? Is that why he thought Ahsoka was in there?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I didn't even know this movie existed.
Yeah. It's not great.
Oh.
No, it's not the best. But it is Star Wars content.
It was still whenever the Clone Wars was very much like a children's, very much aimed at children.
Movie.
Gotcha. I'm proud of it, though.
I love these lists, guys. I love these lists. We'll be back again for the Bad Batch Bitches next week for episode 11. We'll be back sooner for Loki's Losers episode 5. Staying up
back in a couple days.
Catch that. And we're going to be doing me and Tavares. We'll be doing Rick and Morty episode 3 sometime this week as well. Very excited about that. We'll probably also be talking about a movie with Don Cheadle, Benicio del Toro and David Harbour that's just now out on HBO Max called No Sudden Move, which is a period piece on the 1950s in Detroit, which looks dope as fuck. Strongly recommend giving it a look. Because also directed by Steven Soderbergh, who just like gets a fucking phenomenal cast together and puts out a banger every couple of years. It's reliable. So we'll probably be talking that too. Again, this was the Penny Bloom podcast. I was Colton Robertson. I was joined by Joseph George. Thank you very much, buddy.
Wow. Thank you for letting me pick these 8 courageous picks and putting them out to public to show people maybe how dumb I am. But that's okay. I had fun.
Love Star Wars. How much you love Star Wars. That's how you got to look at it.
It's true. Each of my picks represents something different. One of them represents my entire childhood. I spent thousands of hours on that Lego Star Wars game alone, and I've spent probably a collective 4 hours on Star Wars Biomes, my 8th pick. So I think, 4 hours. I've watched Biomes quite a few times. I'm not going to lie.
I can't blame you for that. It's a fun watch.
Anyway, but yeah, thank you for having me. I love being here.
Of course, absolutely. We were also joined by Miles motherfucking Buttress. Thank you very much.
I mean, thanks for having me, man. Be happy to come back anytime.
Would you be happy to come back maybe even later this week, and then the week after that, and then the week after that?
For all time. For our what is the?
For all time.
For all time.
Always.
For all time, always. Yes.
That was cute.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Again, head to patreon.com/CoroBloom where you'll find over 11 hours of collective content. Only 4 people have heard it, so I know you haven't. Head to Twitter @PennyBloomPod. Follow us there. Follow on Instagram @PennyBloomPodcast. And remember, peace, love, and bloom. And always praise Keanu Reeves. Bobbity bobbity
bobbity dibbity dabbity Zimagama Dama.